أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب زدني علما وفهما وألهكني بالصالحين أما بعد السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to our Baligh Club. It's a 2-day session. Today, Wednesday, 18th of February, and tomorrow, Thursday, 19th of February, 2015. It's the session for boys age 12 plus. Our topic for discussion is youth issues and interaction in social life. It is meant to be an interactive session, and we also welcome our mentors who can chip in and help us. And it is it will be a group discussion as well, interactive session. It's not a majlis, it's not a monologue. It won't be a monologue. It won't be that only I will be speaking. It will be even you will be speaking. It will be a dialogue system which we want to employ today. Now, we won't be very long. We'll have breaks in between, inshallah. We'll have some refreshments. Okay. For today, day one, first of all, you must have heard this name, Baligh. What does Baligh mean? Have you heard? Many people say that, or perhaps you yourselves, you're using the word Baligh. I've become Baligh now. Can you go and close that door? No, I'm Baligh now. I can't go there. I can't see Namehram. Perhaps they are not with hijab. What does Baligh mean? Yes? Yes, this is one definition, one meaning. Yes, Sajad? Yeah, that is the actual meaning. The same thing you wanted to say, perhaps, Zain. Yes, puberty. Yeah? Or it's right. That is a deeper meaning, which Hassan mentioned, that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants your deeds from you, your responsibilities, you have reached to an age where now you are responsible of your deeds. First, initially, your parents were responsible for your deeds, but now you are responsible for your deeds. Okay, Baligh means puberty. Yeah, somebody mentioned here. It entails both physical and mental. Please, it entails both physical and mental changes. When you find changes in your bodies, that now you've got changes in your bodies. Yeah. Kumail can help us. Kumail is in control room. He can switch off. Yeah. Just switch off the speaker. Yeah. The hormones begin to prepare the body for the tasks of reproduction. This is where the word, like a person now grows. It's like a fruit. The way it happens to the fruits, it happens to men also, to humans also. That now they are grown. Yeah. They are preparing themselves for the task of reproduction. Okay. Now, what are the signs of puberty? Yes, I hope the mic is on. Yeah, so you can also, it's meant to be very interactive, so you can chip in. Yes, Ali?
Part of your body.
That's right, yes. What is other sign of puberty? Yes, Qasim? Yes, that's right. This is one sign of being Baligh. That's right. Yes. Do you have a third sign? Yeah? We have got one sign still. Ali? You want to go for it? No? Yeah? Yes? Qasim?
You get more moody. Like, you get angry quickly.
This is not mentioned anywhere. I've not read anywhere. Yes, Qasim? Sajad? No? Okay, we've got one sign. It's nocturnal emissions. In other words, if it's, perhaps you could say wet dreams. Yeah? Where you discharge semen. Yeah? So, see, these things are very important. And in Islam, I mentioned this also in Friday khutbah, but at that time, because you are in college or in school, so perhaps you have not heard this, but I mentioned for the elders that in Islam, we don't have something like shamefulness in this dimension. La haya fid din. there is no haya in religion. Yeah? And these are the rules which are kept by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thus, it is very important for us to explain to you when you are growing. Yeah? So, there are 3 for a boy. We have left all other things for girls because it does not right now. We don't want to discuss about the girls. We want to discuss about boys because we are addressing to the boys. So, the first thing is the voice starts to break, the way Qasim said, yes. The second sign is hair grows in the armpits, on the chin, on the lower part of the abdomen, and sometimes on the chest. And the third sign is nocturnal emissions. You have to discharge semen. Yeah, we'll discuss more about semen now. Now, what is the Islamic legal definition of baligh? Islamic legal definition. Yes, Ali? Again, now that even a kafir becomes a baligh, but when a Muslim becomes a baligh, okay, just in case, any of these 3 signs, whichever comes first, for a boy, bulugh is determined by either on the following, whichever comes first. Growth of coarse hair on the lower part of the abdomen, or the first nocturnal emission, when a person discharges while he's asleep, he sees any dream or wet dream, and the fluid which comes out is not like urine. It comes out with force. It is white or grayish. It stinks, and a big amount of fluid. Yeah? But before that, a fluid, when it comes out, that is wazi or wadi, that does not need anything, neither wuzu, nothing. But when you discharge semen, then there is a responsibility a task where you are supposed to carry out that we'll discuss. Okay. And the 15th lunar birthday, that is approximately 14 years and 7 months in English calendar. Okay? While you become 14 years and 7 months in English calendar, in Islamic you have already become 15th. Okay, birthday, a person becomes baligh. Just in case you don't see any sign, perhaps. You don't see, which I don't think so it happens in the West here. Here I think so boys become baligh very fast. Yeah? But there was a time in other places they would say that nothing is sin. Okay, nor then if nothing is sin, then 15th year when a person becomes, yes, you can join us here. Just grab a chair. Okay, when a person becomes 15th, when he reaches his 15th birthday, then he becomes baligh if he doesn't see these signs. Okay. Now, we need to understand religion in its totality. Now, you have grown from a boy to a man. Now you are a man. You have become baligh. Perhaps you are not 15, but you are 13, 12, 13, 14. You have not reached 15, but you are baligh already. You are baligh already. Now here, you have to understand your religion. Okay? Everything becomes those things which are wajib. Yeah? Wajib means you must perform. Or in other terminology is lazim, must. You should. Yeah? There are 5 things as far as religion is concerned. It's wajib, haram, mustahab, or we call sunnah, makruh, or mubah. And I'll say quickly, wajib you must do. Haram, you must stay away from it. Okay, when you go to college or school, and when you have grown, you have seen your partners or your schoolmates, your classmates, yeah, and you see many things. You have to stay away from it. If you just look at those things which Allah has prohibited, Allah has forbidden for us, and we look, the first instance, yeah, they said that when you see, okay, because you didn't aim to see, okay, that is fine, because you can't walk while you have closed your eyes. But then second time, you must not look at haram, because it's haram. And do know that whatever Sharia is kept haram, okay, there is a reason behind it. We might not understand right now. Yes, Furqan? Yeah, sure.
Like wajib.
Yeah.
Something like prayers, which
Ahsan.
neglect.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the mic is on, okay?
For each one of these things, I think you should give an example so the youths will understand.
Okay. So Furqan, you'll go for one example.
For the Wajib Act, I'm a very strong believer in upholding Salah, and not only upholding it, but at the right time, at the awwal waqt. Because Allah in the Quran Himself says, Bismillah ar-Rahim, Inna salata tanha an al-fahshai wal-munkari wal-baghi, that prayers keep you away from the bad and evil things. So upholding prayers at awwal waqt, Allah is protecting you. Allah is keeping you away from these things. So each one of these items, if you give an example, I think
So
the youth will understand.
The second group, Mustafa, can you help us? What is the second example of haram?
So, for example, like drinking alcohol.
Okay, ahsan. Drinking alcohol. Yes. Third group, Sajjad, what is the example of mustahab, sunnat? Like, there are many things. Example. Ahsan. Yes, excellent. Praying namaz ghufela. Okay, praying namaz ghufela. Makruh. Yes. No, this is not makruh. No, this is not makruh. Makruh, this is something natural. Okay, so you've become wajib. You've become baligh, sorry. Okay, you've become baligh. These are the signs of baligh we mentioned earlier. Okay. Okay. Very long till it comes to the lips. Okay. Laughing too much is makruh. There are many things which are makruh, where a person it's better not to do. It's very near to haram, but it's not haram. Okay. The last example, mubah. Yes. It's playing sports is mustahab. Yes, playing sports. You're not in fasting. Let me give you the example of the definition of makruh. Mubah. What is mubah? Mubah is neither gunah, it's neither a sin, nor will you get a reward from performing that act. That is mubah. So it used to be cigarette, it used to be mubah. It used to be smoking cigarette. But now the new fatwa of Agha Sistani has come, which is there in Islamic laws. I shouldn't call new fatwa, because this Islamic laws we have, it's for long now. Okay? But for us perhaps, because in the time of Agha Khui, our elders, when they were doing taqlid of Agha Khui, cigarette was not, it was mubah. Now Agha Sistani has made it haram for the beginners, because it's harmful for health. Yeah, anyway. So, mubah, it used to, cigarette smoking was mubah in those times. Okay, because it is neither a sin, nor you get a reward. So any action, in short, neither you are sinning, nor are you getting reward from Allah, it is mubah. Okay. Or perhaps drinking water, I don't know, while sitting at night and standing in the daytime, things like that. Or just it's an action like, I'm having water, qurbatan ilallah. Things like this, which you don't expect a reward from Allah, nor are you sinning. This is mubah. Just take this, just keep this in mind. Okay. Now, the understand your religion. When you are baligh, we were discussing about bulugh and what is the definition of baligh. Now, what we are saying is that when you become baligh, you have to understand your religion. Yeah? The other thing is that understand yourself, understand your duties, understand your responsibilities. You are a grown-up person now. You're not a child anymore. In English, in English law, they said that an adult is, who is an adult? Who has crossed 18 years. Who reaches at the age of 18 is an adult. This is what English law says. But Islam says, when you become baligh, okay, you are an adult now. Yeah, the responsibility comes to you. All those things which are wajib is applicable on you. Okay? And all those things which are haram, stay away from it. And we gave you examples of haram. Okay? Like looking at a non-mahram. Smoking is haram, according to Aghasistani, hafidhallahu ta'ala alayh. Okay, because it's harmful to your health. Shisha is haram, he says. Yeah? Going to mixed swimming pool is haram. If you know that there is a swimming pool there where there's unisex swimming pool, okay, you might say that, no, but if I go there, I won't indulge myself in sins. I won't look at her. But do you remember a verse of Quran? For those who were there on Saturday, what did we mention? Yes, Hassan? La taqrabu zina. We mentioned that, a verse of Quran. Quran says, do not go even near adultery. Do not go near indecency. Quran does not say that do not commit indecency. Quran says do not go near it. Because when you go near it, the chances are very high for you to commit indecency. Okay, because shaitan is always there. He will misguide us. Okay, once we become baligh, our faith is tested in action. Once we become baligh, then now, we were saying when we were young, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Now Allah wants our actions from us when we become baligh. All our acts of worship are in actions, and some are made obligatory, like Furqan Bhai said. Okay? Prayers, fasting, pilgrimage. These have become obligatory now because I'm baligh. Now, every act in Islam, either it's wajib, or it's haram, or it's mubah, or it's makruh, or it's mustahab or sunnah. And we mentioned the meaning of all this. And you all know the meaning. Okay? Now, at this point, you need to understand yourself. I need to understand myself. Why? Why shall I understand myself? I'm baligh. I'm a grown-up person now. I need to understand myself. Ask yourself, where have you come from? Where are you now? And where are you heading? Imam Ali alayhi salam says, Allah's mercy is upon that person who asks himself these questions. Because otherwise, there's no difference from us and animals. If I don't think that much, if I'm drowned in material things, then I don't ask myself, where am I going? Life has to come to an end. And interestingly, the Holy Prophet says, Man arafa nafsa faqad arafa rabbah. Whoever understands himself, he has understood his Lord. You will appreciate, if you appreciate yourself, you will understand your Lord. It is so important to understand yourself. Now, our understanding of religion shouldn't be like the interpretation of 4 different people regarding an elephant. There were 4 people, they were told to go in a dark room. When they went in a dark room, and they were not told that there is an elephant inside. One by one person was told, get in. When he came out, he was told, tell us, what did you see inside? So one person said, it's nothing. It's just a wall. The second person was sent in. Tell us, what did you see inside? The second person said, I saw a snake. He couldn't see, in fact. He said, I felt that there was a snake because it completely was dark. The third person was told, what did you feel? The third person said, I saw a rope. The fourth person said, no, there is a bird's wing. In reality, there was an elephant. But they did not look the elephant as a whole. We want to see Islam as a whole. We shouldn't take Islam from its bits and pieces. Only prayers, only fasting. I only fast in Ramadan and I don't pray. It won't work. When I become baligh, okay, we mustn't trouble our parents when they are waking us for prayers in the morning. I'll get up just now. I'll get up. I've got some time. I've got few minutes. Sometimes some children ask their parents, how much time is left for namaz to become qaza. I'll pray then. We have time still. Troubling parents. We need to take everything. We shouldn't take everything for granted. All those wajib things. Okay? So in reality, there was an elephant. But they took only bits and pieces. We need to take Islam as a whole. Okay. When a person becomes baligh through nocturnal emission, what act becomes wajib? Yes, Azhar, you have not said anything. Yes, Azhar.
غسل جنابة.
Ahsan. Ghusl janabat. Now, so, do you agree with me that when you become baligh, the first thing is, which becomes wajib on us, is ghusl janabat? Because when I become baligh, I have to pray. Isn't it? Prayers has become wajib on me. I have to fast if it is my Ramadan. What if I became baligh just before Ramadan, at the end of Shaban? And then I have to fast. For fasting, one condition is that you can't fast while you are a mujnib, while you are najis. Yeah? So I have to fast. And while fasting, I have to become pak. So do you agree with me that the first thing when you become baligh is ghusl janabat? Yeah? What else? Yes. Yes? Taqleed. After that, but no, ghusl janabat is wajib at that time only. Immediately it becomes wajib. Isn't it? Because you have discharged semen and now you want to be pak, thus you'll have to do ghusl janabat. Yes. After that, something will follow is taqleed. Yeah? Or if you have pondered and learned and you are explained about taqleed at first point or before that, it's fine. It's good to know about taqleed. And inshallah, in future, we shall discuss about taqleed, inshallah, in depth. Perhaps you can keep a conference about taqleed, only on taqleed. Because taqleed itself is a very sensitive, delicate issue. Yeah? And because of taqleed, the enemies are attacking us. These two topics are very sensitive, taqleed and azadari. And through these two topics, we are being attacked. So we don't want to enter in taqleed right now. Okay, we otherwise we'll be out of our topic. Okay. Now we'll have group discussion. I have spoken much. Perhaps it's half an hour now. I've been speaking. Okay? So now we'll have group discussion. We said initially, didn't we, that we'll have group discussion so that I want you also to be involved because it is said that a Chinese proverb, tell me and I forget. I've told you, after some time you'll tell me, oh, I forgot. Teach me and I remember. If I teach you, you'll remember something good. But if I involve you, you will learn. Yeah? So you need to be involved. We'll have group discussion right now. And every group will discuss on their own these 5 questions. The questions are there on the projector. You'll discuss these 5 questions. And then from every group, you'll appoint a spokesman. And that spokesman will come forward and will explain in short, briefly, what you have discussed in your group. Yeah? How does it sound, Muntazir? Okay? Is it good? Yeah? So it's like in that way you won't get bored and you will learn something because you'll be involved in the group discussion. I'll need one person from each group, please, if you can help me. And for every group, you'll have 10 minutes to discuss. Okay? Or do you want more? Because if we do 10 minutes, it will be 2 minutes for every question. Let us do 15 minutes because this question is quite long. Question 4. So we'll give 15 minutes. Okay, fine. Let's see. Okay, fine. Okay, let's see.
nearly 30.
Okay. But Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad salawat. Okay, we'll start. Now we'll call this group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. We'll start from here, yeah? So group 1, if you are ready, or I'm sure all of you are ready, so you can come forward, yeah, with your, as you said that everyone wants to, sure, that's fine. Okay, do you have a mic here? Do you have a mic here? Okay, who is starting? Zain is, okay, Zain, come over. Okay, now explain us, yes. Yeah, somebody should come and help him to hold. Ali, yeah, let Ali come, yeah. Yeah, the 2 people should come, yeah. Oh, I think so. You better show them, then he can read like this, yes. Like this, yes. This is number 1, okay? Yeah, yeah, come first, yes. Okay, Bismillah.
The term ghusl means to clean yourself. However, there are 2 types of cleaning yourself: to have a bath and to have a shower. In this example, it means to have a shower in a sequence, and it also means to clean yourself spiritually. We are doing ghusl as it not just cleans you physically but also spiritually, as it washes your sins away. If you do a shower, you will only clean yourself physically. In ghusl, you want Allah to forgive all your sins you've committed.
Make sure your private parts are cleaned properly. If there's any semen left, make sure it's all out. Do niyat.
Question number 4, mention 5 forbidden haram acts in the state of janaba: praying namaz, fasting, touching the Quran, pilgrimage, and entering the mosque.
2 ways of performing ghusl is by taking a shower in sequence, starting from head to right and left. And the second way is to submerge yourself in water.
Thank you. Okay, group 2. Yes, that's good. Okay. Bismillah. Listen to group 2, please. Listen, Qasim, Sajad. Okay.
Question 1, to be physically and spiritually clean.
Question 2, the body has to be spiritually clean, even though it is only one organ that has become unclean.
Question 3, urinate sufficient to get rid of all the semen, followed by istibra.
The 5 things that you're not allowed to do in the state of janaba are namaz, fasting, pilgrimage, touching the writings of Quran, and entering a masjid or holy shrine.
2 ways of performing ghusl. There's ghusl tartibi and ghusl irtimasi. Ghusl tartibi is in like a sequence or a stage, and ghusl irtimasi is when you submerge the whole body in the water.
Ahsan. Thank you, Arif. Ahsan. Group 3. Come over, Muhammad. Come over. Kumail Bhai is in every room. So Muhammad, you'll represent him. Okay? Yeah. No, it's upside down. Okay. Okay.
In English, I think ghusl means spiritual and physical wash.
Question 2 is because you're lying down and all your legs and other things become najis. Plus, it's also a spiritual thing, a spiritual wash.
Going to the lures and doing istibra.
Okay.
Fasting any contact with religious stuff.
No, this is not yours. This is the 4th question.
The mentioned 5 forbidden haram acts in the state of janaba: fasting, touching the Quran, doing namaz, pilgrimage, and going to the masjid.
Okay, and the question number 5.
There are two types of ghusls. Ghusl tartibi, which is when you ghusl damasi is when you submerge into water, and ghusl tartibi is washing like step by step and
That's right.
has like a
That's right.
sequence.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, group number 4.
Number 1 is that ghusl means in English that spiritually cleaning your body or becoming pure or pak. You guys want to do?
Yes. Go for the second. Yeah.
The second one is because your whole body is physically involved and energy is pulled from your whole body.
Okay.
Try to urinate.
Okay.
Number 4, you cannot pray, you can't fast, and you can't touch the Holy Quran. You can't touch the names of the Ahl Bayt, and you can't do pilgrimage, and you cannot go to the mosque.
Question 5.
And question 5 is you could either do a ghusl step by step, which is ghusl tartibi, or you could just, for example, do it all at once, like jumping into a pool, which is iltamasi. All at once.
Ahsan, thank you so much. Ahsan. Now we'll give you our answers, yeah? All of you have done excellent. This is your mic. You have done excellent. Number answers, okay? Let us see. What are the answers? Number 1, ghusl means washing. In as simple as that. In Arabic, they use the word ghasala, yeah? Means washing. The second answer, the answer of the second question is, this is very brief answer, but we'll enlighten you, we'll answer you a bit in depth also, so bear with me. This is brief answer. The discharge of semen from the human body is not an act that is restricted to just one part of the body. Unlike urine and other body wastes, a claim which is substantiated by the fact that the effect of the discharge becomes manifest on the entire body. Subsequent to a discharge, all the cells of the body slip into a characteristic lethargy, which is an indication of its effect on all the parts of the body. I'll explain you. What does it mean here? In our body, we have got 2 nervous networks, which is called sympathetic and parasympathetic. These are 2 nervous networks. Okay, it keeps our body alive and it keeps in motion. To understand this, the scholars have given us example of a car. A car it has got acceleration and brake. Yeah, these 2 things, they keep it keeps the car balanced and in an equilibrium. Okay, when you want to balance it. Okay, now when a person becomes in a state of janabat, when he discharges either by sexual intercourse or while sleeping, okay, his body it becomes parasympathetic. It is completely, it takes brake. You see, it doesn't accelerate, but it takes brake when it reaches in the state of orgasm. Okay, so now to bring it again in a balanced situation, in an equilibrium, okay, water should be spilled in each and every part of the body. When water goes every part of, that's why Marajas are saying that when you perform ghusl janabat, water should reach in each and every part. Everywhere water should reach. Otherwise you think, urine, can anyone tell me, what is more najis, urine or sperms? What is more najis? Yes. I thought the same. But in particles, in material itself, in reality, okay, the amount of najasat, urine is more najis than sperms. Yet, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that when you urinate, you do istibra. And I was very glad to see some of our mentors, they were explaining istibra. Alhamdulillah. So you are explained, okay, and we'll explain very quickly. It's just to, your private part, you just need to, you need to filter it and pull it a bit so that the remaining liquid, the remaining fluid should be removed out. Okay, that is istibra. Yeah, so you do istibra and you wash it thrice, okay, and you are pak. Halaki urine is more, it is more najis than semen. And for semen, Allah tells us to do ghusl, to take shower, to bath. It's hard, isn't it? You have just woken up from sleep. You feel lazy. And you have to go out to the bathroom and take shower. This is the reason. There is a scientific reason behind it. That the body completely, it comes into a break. Like how the car comes to a break. When a brake is tapped, yeah, that's it. The way you have done brake right now. Okay, the way the body comes to a break. One of the thing which keeps the body into break is orgasm, when it reaches to orgasm. And one of the things which brings back the equilibrium and the balance of our body is spilling water, putting water, applying water in all the parts of the body. Thus, by sexual intercourse or by orgasm or whatever you call, or by wet dream, whatever, by discharging of semen, the whole body is affected, not only that private part. The whole body becomes lethargy. Okay, the whole body is affected. That is why ghusl is supposed to be done. Okay. Question 3. To urinate after the seminal discharge. In fact, it is there in Masail. Okay? It is there in Masail of Agha Sistani. He says that when you perform ghusl, masala number 384. Okay? 384. He says at the time of ghusl, okay? He says he says in his masala, sorry, it's not 384, it's in other masala, but I have read, I'm sure. It says that before performing ghusl, you need to urinate. Because urinate, here the answer is to urinate after the seminal discharge. Because all the fluid which is remained in should come out. Say you didn't urinate, you just performed ghusl. Afterwards, there are some drops. Okay, then you'll have to do ghusl again. But if you urinated and you did istibra and then the drops came out, ghusl is not wajib because you have done istibra. Am I clear? So urinating and doing istibra is extremely important. Doing istibra is important not only after seminal discharge, even in daily lives when you go to urinate. You must do istibra. Just in case if you see any fluid in your clothes, you don't need to change your clothes because you had done istibra. Okay. 5 forbidden acts in state of janabat. Alhamdulillah, many have mentioned, but this is what we found in the Tawzi of Agha Sistani. Okay? He says in Tawziul Masail, in Masala number 361. 361. We have written in short, but he has explained in depth. He says to touch the script of the Holy Quran and names of 14 infallibles. Entering Masjidul Haram or Masjidul Nabi. To stay or halt in all other masjids and the shrines of imams. To enter a mosque with an intention of lifting, placing something in it. To recite the verses of wajib sajda. It is haram. And 5, 2 ways of ghusl is tartibi and irtimasi. Okay, scenarios. This is the last, this is the last group work. Each group will be discussing a given scenario and answer what would you do in that scenario. Every group will be given a scenario. So group 1, Furkan, do you need a paper? Oh, this will do? You have an extra paper? Okay. You just write a question. This is for group 1. So, okay, you have got, alhamdulillah, in one slide. So you have got group 1. How would a person do ghusl if he has a verse of the Holy Quran or the name of Allah tattooed on his body? Is tattoo allowed in the first place? Okay. Group 2. Is it permissible to swim in a mixed swimming pool without having any lustful intention in swimming? Is it permissible to go to sea beaches and public parks during sunny days for walking while one might come across sins which are against the norm of decency? This is group of Mustafa Mauji. Group 3, Qayam. Can a young man who has just become baligh indulge himself in shisha or smoking? Have a group discussion. Write your question and discuss. Group 4, Mahadi, your group. Is man allowed to shake hands with a na-mahram woman? If so, to what extent is he permitted? This is your work. This is your part of discussion. Okay? One person should come forward and take a paper. I give you a new paper, and you start discussing right points.
Man allowed to shake hands with Namra?
I go to Beecham, yeah. Boy, it's sick there. Meet you there. I'm in your tan. Yeah. Don't get deceived on my beard. Don't get deceived by my beard, yeah. I'm still 14, guys. Don't worry. I don't even know why I'm keeping a beard right now. I'm 12. You in it? I know, man. Oh, yeah. It's alright, man. I might be small, but I don't care. That's my swag. I tell my thug. Thug like chose me. Man allowed to shake.
The reason I asked you because Sibra is mustahab, right? Sibra is mustahab. Literally, you need to squeeze, you bring out and take all the. And then something comes out, and it's also mustahab at any. I'm not saying I do it all the time, but because mustahab. If you do it, then sometimes, as I said, then if you see some drop or something like that, if you haven't done Sibra, that means you just ignore it. If you haven't done it, you might do it again. So some mustahab at any. If you can do it, do it. Like saying, you pray 17 records, all the class of other that is almost 7, isn't it? You don't do any of the that. But how emphasis is given to other that, it's like a matter of fact. It is a matter of fact. All those things, something must have been so because you're very young, so you're at this age, for next 30, 40 years, if you're doing this, must have, I think, oh yeah, I've done this, the better is better, then you are just adding